Who doesn't love a good dead character? Killing off characters. It has to happen whether we like it or not, okay? Because if you don't kill characters, there's gonna be no tension. What do we even do in our lives? With the release of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, people are mad that they killed the Justice League. That's not what I paid for. This does remind me of another famous dead person, Mr. Joel Miller from The Last of Us Part 2. And the crazy, absolutely insane backlash from the fans in reaction to his death. Especially because they missed the opportunity for Ellie to look at the grave and say, well, Joel, guess I'm the last of us. I'm also going to talk about Naruto and Harry Potter and maybe some other things if I can make it relevant to the video. Spoilers for Suicide Squad, obviously, duh. Batman, more like Dead Man. The guy who we spent 4 games, you know, spraying that weird little blue goo, Batman's blue goo on the floor, right? Dunzo. Dead, nada, finito. After spending 4 games with him, you know, he gets brainwashed off screen and then She-Hulk, by She-Hulk or something like that, and then Harley Quinn. It's a classic heroic ending, you know? This, not a good death. Joel's kind of is. Whoa. Hey, please. Hey, listen. I know you want to click off. Don't worry. It's kind of good, but it also, like, ruins the game. Just stick and listen. Let's talk about Naruto first. Spoilers for the whole Hidan Kakuzu arc, because I just watched it, and I'm going to talk about it now. This is how you do a death. I think this is the ideal death. With the death of Asuma Sensei, right? The fans got everything they ever could have wanted, right? He goes out in epic fashion. He learns some new snazzy info that's gonna help Shikamaru, you know, beat the bad guys later. What a drag. Beating bad guys, such a drag. And then, of course, you know, he gets his final words with his 3 pupils. He gets to say, my final words. Shikamaru, Choji Inu, you son of guns. Choji, you gotta stop eating something. And pretty much the rest of the season kind of feels like a tribute to this character who, let's be honest, Asuma, not one of the biggest characters, most important characters in the show. If he can get this awesome send-off, what the heck? How come not Batman? How come not Joel? I bet if you were to ask Last of Us fans, Batman fans, Arkham Batman fans, they would probably say, hey, that's the ideal way to go out. Give us something like that. Give us something sweet. I want to see Joel fighting clickers. Pa. Oh, damn it, Ellie. You son of a gun. And he just goes down fighting, saving Ellie. Big heroic sacrifice, right? I'm sure that's what we all wanted. Same thing with Batman. He's fighting clickers too. Damn it, Ellie. I'm Batman, right? It's a legendary heroic ending. In fact, if you look at a lot of the big kind of character deaths that we'd consider satisfying, they still kind of fit the bill. I'm talking Iron Man, I'm talking Han Solo, even Wolverine gets some of that. But you have to look at the context of certain deaths. Last of Us 2 haters, I know you're out there. I don't think the game's amazing, right? It's not a 10 out of 10 game for me. It has a lot of dumb faults about it, like, why is the pregnant lady running around like she's Nathan Drake doing these big action sequences? What the hell? But Joel's death, part of it really works, part of it spawns the biggest problem about the whole game. What I like about Joel's death is that this death, dude, one hell of an opener. And it is the best way to get us invested in a story for Ellie that we, the gamers, are also passionate about. I'd say that's one of the best parts of the game, is that we feel as devastated and hurt and traumatized as Ellie does. So it makes killing Abby's friends cathartic as hell, right? It's still murder, still bad, murder's bad, but when it's Abby's friends, I don't know, kind of nice, right? People have said, but we want Joel and Ellie, right? We don't want this Ellie revenge story. We want the Joel and the Ellie story, right? But personally, I understand why Naughty Dog didn't want to do that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Red Dead 2, because when it came out, I was like, who's this Arthur guy, right? This dummy Arthur, stupid face, talking, I've seen your name in my ledger, boy, and stuff like that. No, I want to play John Marston, right? Arthur, barely know her. You have to make these big changes, right? You have to take story risks, and I think Arthur is a great example of a risk that paid off, because a lot of people, myself included, kind of like Arthur more now. It's why you take a game like Spider-Man 2 that I actually liked a lot, right? But I think the general consensus from a lot of fans is that that game feels like Spider-Man 1.5, right? It kind of feels like you know, a big expansion of the first game. The setting's the same. The gameplay's pretty much the same. Last of Us 2, again, say what you will about it, doesn't feel like Last of Us 1.5. When Joel died, I said, Naughty Dog, oh, buddy, I'm mad. I hate you. Go rot in a hole, Neil Druckmann. But I also said, you know, they made some great games. They made Uncharted 4 and Uncharted 2. They made The Last of Us and Jak and Daxter. I'm gonna hear them out, okay? I owe it to them. They've earned some trust, some faith, some goodwill, if you goodwill. And I'm gonna hear them out. Here's the problem though with Joel's death, right? In order for this game to work, you have to have two halves that schmack. Ellie's half must schmack. Abby's half also must schmack. The Ellie half schmacks because we hate Abby's friends. The Abby half doesn't because we hate Abby's friends. That's why it was pretty smart to bring in Lev and Yara, but in my opinion, they're just not as memorable as Bill and Tess and David and Sam and Henry and all those other classics from the first game. Back to Batman. Here's why I don't like it and why I think it's pretty bad. I don't think the characters should stick around after their story has wrapped up, right? Batman's ending in Arkham Knight is solid. It's cool, right? We've all accepted it and we had all moved on. I don't think Batman should have been in this game at all. Why? There's no new developments for the guy. His story had ended. The execution, yeah, it's not good. But what feels worse, or just what feels kind of like, I hate it, is the fact that he was put into this game to die. That's his purpose. Let me ask you this. I know he's a iconic member of the Justice League. How come he had to be in the Justice League? How come it couldn't be, you know, Superman, Green Lantern, Flash, Wonder Woman, and bring in Aquaman or something like that? And Batman doesn't have to be here. Let the guy retire. Nope. Instead, it kind of feels like just clickbait for, oh, Arkham Universe. This is the one connection to the Arkham Universe, pretty much. And, yeah, he's just there to get butts and seats, right? Just so you can buy the game and say, oh, it's the next story in the Arkham game. Dead. No, that's dumb. That's stupid. At least they didn't advertise it, though. Naughty Dog, I don't like that you put Joel in the trailer. That was mean. That was rude of you. Oh, I forgot I said I was going to talk about Harry Potter 2. Dumbledore's death. Yeah, not bad. So in conclusion, if you're going to kill characters, make it natural. Make it like work and think about how that death is going to impact all the characters around them. Again, if they need to die, why do they need to die? I think why they need to die is way more important than how they die. Batman is a bad death because why he died was kind of pointless, didn't really affect the story, and how he died, anticlimactic, disrespectful as hell. Joel, why he dies to push the story of Ellie forward, that's pretty good, but how he dies, again, by all of Abby's friends, that's tough. Not ideal. Take someone like Asuma. Why does he die? You know, because we have to further the thread of the Akatsuki. We have to have these character moments for Shikamaru and all these people growing up. And how does he die? In an awesome fashion that has a rippling effect through the story and on the characters who he's affecting. That's the video. Be like Asuma Sensei. Die like a cool guy. Die like a cool guy, not a lame-o like Batman.